I'm Dr. Jesse John, Assistant Professor, Department of Anatomy, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. And today we are continuing the anatomy of large intestine and we will discuss the rest of the part of it. And then we will start from the ascending colon. Ascending colon is an upward continuation of the cecum and it is about 5 inch in length and extends from the cecum and at the level of ileocecal orifice to the interior surface of the right lobe of the liver, where it bends to the left to form the hepatic flexion. It lies in the right paracolic gutter and covered by the peritoneum on the front and sides, which binds it to the posterior abdominal wall. Its posterior surface lies on three muscles: iliacus, quadratus lumborum, and transversus abdominis. Transverse colon is the longest and midest mobile part of the large intestine, and it extends from the right colic fracture to the left colic fracture. And the descending colon is longer, narrower, and more deeply located than the ascending colon. It extends from the left colic fracture to the front of the left external iliac artery at the level of the pelvic brim, where it becomes continuous with pelvic colon. It is covered by the peritoneum on the front and sides, which fixes it in the left paracolic gutter and iliac fossa. Sigmoid colon, and we can see pelvic colon too. The sigmoid colon is about 15 inches long and connects the descending colon with the rectum. It is S-shaped and hence its name sigmoid colon. It extends from the lower of the descending colon at the left pelvic inlet to the pelvic surface of the third piece of the sacrum, where it becomes continuous with the rectum. Artery supply of the colon, that is the ileocolic artery, right colic artery, middle colic artery, left colic artery, and sigmoidal arteries and superior rectal artery. These all arteries supplied to the complete portion of the colon. Venous drainage is the vein drains the colon, accompanies the arteries. The veins accompanying the ileocolic, right colic, middle colic arteries join the superior mesenteric vein, and the veins accompanying the branches of the inferior mesenteric artery join the inferior mesenteric vein. The superior and inferior mesenteric vein finally drain into the portal circulation. Lymphatic drainage. The lymphatic drainage of the colon is clinically very important because carcinoma of colon spread through the lymphatic route. There are numerous colic lymph nodes which drain the lymph from the colon. The nodes have common pattern of the distribution and they arrange in four groups. These are epiploic nodes. They are small nodules and lie on the wall of the colon, and paracolic nodes lie very close to the marginal artery along the medial border of the ascending and descending colon and along the mesenteric border of the transverse and sigmoid colon. Intermediate colic nodes lie along the ileocolic, right colic, middle colic, and left colic arteries and drain into the terminal nodes. Pre-terminal nodes lie along trunk of superior and inferior mesenteric artery. Now, this is your assignment, and this is describe cecum and blood supply of the large intestine. So here we can see this is the small part of the whole colon, that is the cecum, and you have to describe it, this complete anatomy of cecum, and the blood supply, the complete colon of the colon. So we can say that is a large intestine. Okay. And if you have any query, please let me know and I will resolve very soon. Thank you. Thank you so much.